Hi guys, this is Latasha here. This is the week 10 class assignment. I've decided to do mine on video because it's a little bit more easier for me to do versus typing everything out and put in hyperlinks and things like that. So I just rather will just speak through it, talk through it. I don't know why I chose to do that on today because I do have this cold. And if I'm coughing throughout the duration of this video, please excuse me, because I do have a whooping cough and I'm coming down with a real bad cold. But anyways, this is the case of Billy Hyatt versus Berry Plastic Corporation. And basically it's about this young man that was terminated from his job because of his religious belief. And Miss Johnson, she's wanting us to answer two questions in regards to this case. First question is, why did the plaintiff make the allegations he made in paragraphs 34 through 38? Okay. And just being specific, she just wanted us to explain why, for example, 34 has plaintiff had sincere bona fide religious belief, things like that. And basically, just to summarize it, it's just looking up the elements under Title 7, which is the religious discrimination. That's pretty much it. Going over to Westlaw, I've already preset my state and I included the federal cases as well. I did have, I've been playing around with this for a while. It's really hard to get a small amount of hits when you're using the connectors. I can honestly say that once you get used to it, it will be much easier, but I'm not used to using the terms and connectors because I don't use it daily, honestly. But for the sake of time, I'm going to go ahead on and put in what I have for my notes. I did have a smaller amount of cases that did pop up, but I don't know what connectors and terms that I use to get that. So I'm going to use what I have in my notes, which I typed in employer and require. But instead of me putting the E, I used the exclamation point because it can be required or requirement or required with the ing or something like that. And I also put, what's this? Discrimination and religious prima facie. I think that's how you pronounce it. And as you can see, I have well over 6,000 hits. Earlier today, when I was playing around with the terms connectors, it was like fractions of that. We're talking like 300 in some cases. But in the 300 in some cases and the 6,000 cases, the case I selected was in both the large and small amounts that came out, if that makes sense. So I selected Dixon versus Palm Beach County Parks and Recreation Department. And this is a federal case. And I've already highlighted the areas that I need to reference to the question that Ms. Johnson wants us to answer. Okay, what this reads, Title 7 also requires an employer make reasonable accommodation for the religious observances of its employees, short of incurring an undue hardship. Okay, that sentence that I just read actually takes care of number 37 or paragraph 37, which is saying defendant could have reasonably accommodated plaintiff by excusing plaintiff from wearing a safety sticker without any detrimental effect on defendant's employer's operations. All right. Continuing, to establish a prima facie case of religious discrimination based on a failure to accommodate religious beliefs, a plaintiff must present significant evidence to prove, number one, he had a bona fide religious belief that conflicted with an employment requirement. Excuse me. That there pretty much takes care of paragraph number 34, where it has plaintiff had a sincere bona fide religious belief that wearing the number 666 could condemn him to hell. All right. Number 2, he informed his employer of his belief that there would take care of paragraph 36. Plaintiff communicated his religious belief to defendant employer. Number 33, I keep saying 33. Number 3, he was disciplined for failing to comply with the conflicting employment requirement. That discipline, and that is in regards to number 38 or paragraph 38, plaintiff was terminated for his sincere bona fide religious belief. All right. Now, it did not specify in this particular case. It just say he was disciplined. It did not say he was terminated. So they did reference this case here, in which I did click on that. And I've already highlighted where it pretty much says he was discharged for failing to comply with, that's number 3. And that is in reference to the number 3 that I read on this Dixon case. He was discharged for failing to comply with the conflicting employment requirements. All right. So number 35, I was not able to find that. I mean, I can honestly say I've been on this all day trying to find defendant employer attempted to require plaintiff to wear the number 666, pretty much forcing him to wear it. I've tried all types of ways. I could not find that. I really apologize for that. But that pretty much concludes my answer to the first question that Ms. Johnson wanted us to answer. The second was, could this lawyer have sued under Georgia state law? Is there a law under Georgia state statute or case for which the plaintiff could sue? My answer is no, because I did all types of ways of using these connectors and the terms and the words. And when I finally put in, let's see, I think it was religious discrimination. Let's see, religious discrimination. And okay, I'm sorry. I have to uncheck federal. Let me go in and uncheck federal. All right, search just for the state of Georgia. Okay, I've gone through a lot of cases. It's only 34 cases for religious discrimination. Okay, I've gone through this one. I didn't go through these. I wasn't for sure if I could use these, but just by looking at everything, it's not gonna go or pretty much have a match with the Hyatt versus the Berry Plastic Corporation case. So I look up the statutes and I found this here, which is, let's see, this is the Georgia Code and annotation 45-19-34. And it says religion or national origin employment discrimination is not unlawful in certain areas of Georgia. And my assumption is that they don't have a case that they pretty much, it's not illegal to terminate someone because of their religious. I don't know if it's because it's a at-will state, because a lot of states are at-will states, which means that an employer can terminate a person for whatever reason they want. And I'm not sure if Georgia is an at-will state, but this pretty much sums it up for me. Basically saying that religion or national origin employment discrimination is not unlawful in certain areas. So my answer to number 2 is no. This lawyer could not have sued for this particular case in the state of Georgia. But that's pretty much it. I did not intend for this video to go past 5 minutes, but it's already heading towards 10 minutes. But that's pretty much concludes my explanation of this week 10 class assignment. And thank you all for watching and listening. Bye-bye.